Just into the KXAN newsroom, former Texas Governor Rick Perry will not join the top-tier Republican candidates in the first debate of the presidential race on Thursday. Fox News Channel just announcing the 10 candidates who polled at the top of several national polls. Other candidates in that primetime debate include Donald Trump, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, and Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Ohio Governor John Kasich, and New Jersey Governor Chris Christie beat out Perry for the 10th spot. The other major Republican candidates, including Perry, will appear in a televised forum, but not in front of a primetime audience on Fox. NBC's Steve Handelsman takes a closer look at who's in and who did not make the cut.
I understand we have a date on Thursday night.
Chris Christie this morning hoped to make the cut to face Jeb Bush and the GOP frontrunners on Fox. Based on the polls in by midday, this looked like the 10 in the Fox debate Thursday night. But Christie, John Kasich, and Rick Perry were near the cutoff, fueling speculation Fox might expand to 11 debaters. No question who's number one. Donald Trump leads in every poll with 19% in the new NBC survey. Trump credited his business success in a call to MSNBC.
And people see that, and I would put all of that energy and whatever that brain power is, whatever that type of brain, into making our country successful.
Donald, why is it
great again?
Trump stayed away last night when 14 Republicans showed up for a forum in New Hampshire. Some critics afterwards slamming Jeb for again seeming not to answer how, as Bush 45, he'd be a different president than Bush 41 or Bush 43, who launched the Iraq War.
So I have a different view than my brother. My dad is probably the most perfect man alive, so it's very hard for me to be critical of him.
40% of voters disapprove of Jeb. 56% disapprove of Trump in the new NBC poll, and 48% disapprove of Hillary Clinton, her worst number ever, fueling speculation that Vice President Joe Biden might run. I'm Steve Handelsman, NBC News, Washington.
Joining us now for a closer look is Patrick Stevick. He is from our media partner, the Texas Tribune. First off, any surprises from the announcement that was just made?
Not quite. Governor Perry was on the cusp for quite a while. In recent days, his polling kind of ticked downward just ever so slightly, and I think by this morning it was pretty clear that he was not likely to make the cut for the primetime debate, that is.
Do you think it's a knockout blow for him at this point?
I think it's at least a kind of psychological blow. I mean, part of his candidacy this time around is premised on the idea that he's more prepared, and I imagine that expectation of more preparation extends to the debates as well. He'll have a chance to debate, or to speak at least, with other candidates in that kind of lower tier forum earlier Thursday in Cleveland, but it certainly won't be the same as qualifying for the primetime event.
He was one of the most outspoken against what Donald Trump had to say about veterans and John McCain. This is a big missed opportunity to have that conversation.
Sure, and the irony is, in some ways Trump probably squeezed him out of the top 10 to qualify for the primetime debate, even though he has been trying to, go after Trump, get the attention that comes with that, and position himself as such an anti-Trump force in the party.
What's next for the Perry campaign?
Well, he's going to have to perform well in the lower tier debate because the next debate, CNN in California is organizing it. It's going to be based off polling again. It won't be as, there's going to be a few different technicalities to it, but you're going to have to be doing well in the polling to qualify for it.
Of course, we have Senator Ted Cruz that will be in the primetime debate.
Exactly, and it'll be interesting to see what the expectations are for him. Part of his reputation, he's a skillful debater, and I think he's ready to kind of rumble.
All right, we shall see on Thursday night. Patrick Stevick from our media partner, Texas Tribune, thank you so much. And you can find more about the upcoming debate right now at KXAN.com. We have information about the candidates and the debate. Just look for the story at the front page at KXAN.com.